A warm good morning to all. Now you are familiar with general characters of algae, then about the structure of how the fragments are, how flagella are, what are the habitats, everything we studied in the last classes. Okay, and also you are familiar with the classification proposed by Fritz as well as Edward Lee. So, and also you know why there is classification, what is the importance of classification, everything you studied. So, in that classes we used Chlorophyceae, then Cyanophyceae, Basilarioophyceae, Rhodophyceae, Phaeophyceae, like different classes. Now, we have to study each class and 2 or 3 types belongs to each class. So, you have to know the feature of the particular class and you have to study 1 or 2 algae coming under that class. That is given in your syllabus. So, first part is the Chlorophyceae or green algae. In the green algae or Chlorophyceae category, you need to study 2 types. That is Chlamydomonas volvox as initially, then some advanced algae also. So, I am starting with very primitive and easily understanding and very minute algae, that is Chlamydomonas. Okay. So, Chlamydomonas belongs to green algae. I told you. What are the characters of green algae? You know, they are green in colored. They contain main pigment chlorophyll. Their reserve food material is starch and they having pyrenoids and they are having some may be motile and some may be non-motile, etc. Okay. The different forms like filamentous, parenchymatous, everything coming under green algae. So, first we are going to study a very simple, very primitive motile green alga, that is Chlamydomonas. Clear? Okay. What is the systematic position of Chlamydomonas? Where is the place in the classification? So, it belongs to the class Chlorophyceae, order Volvocales, family Chlamydomonadaceae and genera Chlamydomonas. You should know this systematic position. So, it belongs to the class Chlorophyceae. Understood? Okay. Now, occurrence. Where can you see this Chlamydomonas? So, it is actually a freshwater form, but some exceptions are there. Very few of them are occurring in marine, that is saline water or ocean, and some are occurring in high altitudes, snow condition, etc. Somewhat around 400 species identified in Chlamydomonas. Okay, they form bloom or a scum-like structure on the water surface. Bloom means present in mass. So, okay. Now, marine example is Chlamydomonas haplophila is a marine Chlamydomonas. Then Chlamydomonas nivalis is present in ice condition and it contains red pigment. So, it is the reason for red snow. That you have to remember. Chlamydomonas nivalis is behind red snow. Understood? Okay. Then you know they are all phototrophs because they are able to synthesize their own food. They can able to photosynthesize by absorbing sunlight. Okay. They are the producers of ecosystem. Understood? Okay. Now, structure. So, it's very simple structure. I already discussed while teaching thallus organization. Very simple one. So, this is a unicellular motile alga. What is unicellular? It contains only a single cell and it is biflagellate. What do you mean by biflagellate? 2 flagella at the anterior end. This is the anterior side. This is the posterior side. Okay. Its shape is pear shaped. Okay. So, pear shaped with biflagellate structure. Okay. Then some of them having no flagella. Such Chlamydomonas live inside other algae. Clear? Their length is 20 micrometer to 30 micrometer. Then cell wall is very smooth, contain outer pectic layer and inner cellulose layer. Clear? Now, its protoplasm. There are two distinct regions in protoplasm. One is clear outer region and dense thick inner region. Then inner region having outer clear, this is the outer region protoplasm. Then inner thick dense region contain cell organelles. You know, cell having cell organelles. You studied already in your +2 classes. Nucleus is there, mitochondria, like organelles present. Okay. Here, what are the organelles present inside the cytoplasm? Very important one is stigma or eye spot. Okay. Stigma or eye spot is present only at one end, a reddish color spot. Then nucleus at the center. Then you can see chloroplast. The shape of the chloroplast is cup shaped. That already I told while teaching pigments. Clear? Then another important part is pyrenoids present. A prominent pyrenode. What are the pyrenode? Actually the food storing organ present in the chloroplast. Then cell wall I told transparent, contains cellulose and a pectic layer. Cytoplasm colorless, contains cell organelles. Okay. See. The nucleus. Nucleus is single, occur at anterior part. Chloroplast is cup shaped single. Pyrenode contain protein and starch. Eye spot at the anterior end, that is thick and dark. It contains the pigment carotenoid. It is considered as a photoreceptive organ and also help to movement, direction of movement. So it behave according to light. That is photoreceptive organ. Then another very important part is two contractile vacuoles at the base of flagella. Okay. Then one more thing is flagella. Flagella is at the anterior end, that is whiplash. I already teach you what is whiplash, what is tinsel. Here you can see whiplash flagella of equal length that arises from basal granules. Okay, that's also very important. Arise from basal granules. See the structure. This is the structure. Okay. So see pear shaped structure, then cup shaped, this green color, cup shaped chloroplast. Understood? Cup shaped chloroplast contains pyrenoid. This is the pyrenoid. This store food material. Now this is the protoplasm. This protoplasm contains nucleus. This is the nucleus with the nucleolus. Then this contains cell, surrounding nucleus. What is present? Cell organelles, Golgi complex, mitochondria, etc. present here. Then another very important part is the eye spot. This is the eye spot, reddish color due to carotenoids. Eye spot present at anterior end, that is a photoreceptive organ. Then another very important part is contractile vacuole. This is the contractile vacuole just below flagella. Clear? Help in excretion. And this is a two flagella arises from basal granule. Here the structure basal granule. Then chloroplast contains pyrenoids. Okay. So this is the typical structure of Chlamydia monas. So you have to study it very simple one. You have to study it usually asking for examinations. Draw with the help of diagram, explain structure of Chlamydia monas cell. Clear? I hope you understood well. Okay. Now, its life cycle. So, up to this I teach you what are the structure of Chlamydia monas. Externally what you can observe, internally what you can observe. Pear shaped structure, biflagellate, motile, then a large single nucleus, large single pyrenoid, large single cup shaped chloroplast, two contractile vacuoles, then basal granule from which flagella arises, then reddish eye spot. And these are all very important, plus some of the cell organelles present in the cytoplasm. Clear? Okay. Now let us move on to life cycle. Okay. So how the Chlamydia monas reproduces? So this Chlamydia monas reproduce by asexual methods as well as sexual methods. Clear? So asexual methods are of different types. First asexual method is zoospore formation. Okay. What is zoospore? They are motile spores. They are motile spores. They contain flagella. So it is produced during favorable condition. When rain or water is present, only that time, because it is motile, it need water to swim. Okay. Then protoplasm, how it produce? the protoplasm enlarges, vacuoles disappears, flagella also sometimes disappears, and protoplasm undergo division, mitotic division, and produces up to 16 uninucleate daughter protoplast. Understood? So, before entering into the zoospore formation, chlamydomonas become enlarged, protoplasm enriched, vacuoles disappears, then what happens? Flagella withdrawn usually, then protoplasm undergo mitotic division and produce up to 16 uninucleate daughter protoplast. Okay, now each protoplast produce its own cell wall and flagella. Now this is a small size, then they release out by rupturing. So up to 16 small chlamydomonas like cells present inside the protoplasm. So by rupturing cell wall, it release out and they germinate into new chlamydomonas. Clear? So this is the chlamydomonas. What happening here? Its flagella, everything lost. Inside only protoplasm. It enlarges, undergo division. That is mitosis, produce first 4, then 8, 16 likewise. Then each produces what? Flagella, and that is known as what? Zoospore. So this is the way how zoospore release out by breaking the cell, parent cell. Then zoospores are liberated and it germinated and give rise to chlamydomonas plant. Okay. Now second method is aplanospore formation. So zoospore is the first one. Zoospore is biflagellate motile one. But aplanospore is non-motile one. That is thin-walled structure. It produces by rounding off the protoplasm. Okay. And it germinated directly and produce zoospore. So see the difference. So it is thin-walled, filled with protoplasm. It divides and form aplanospore. They release out and germinate, form zoospores. Then zoospore become chlamydomonas. Clear? That is aplanospore. Now, when conditions are not favorable, they produce another type of spore, that is hypnospore. That is thick-walled spore. It retains as such for long time. So, when condition become favorable, it germinates into new chlamydomonas. Now, one more type of asexual reproduction is Pamela stage. What is that? That is occurring in unfavorable condition. Protoplasm divides and form aplanospores. That I already told, aplanospore-like structure. But these aplanospores are thick-walled structures and they are thin-walled structures. And they reside inside a common structure and you can call it as what? Pamela stage, because it look like an alga called Pamela. Okay. Now spore. So up to this we finishes the stage of what? Asexual. Okay. So here I am stopping. So we studied structure of chlamydomonas and asexual reproduction in chlamydomonas. Asexual reproduction is by means of 3 methods. Zoospore formation, that is biflagellate spores are producing. Aplanospore, that is non-motile thin-walled spore. Hypnospore, that is thick-walled spore. And in unfavorable condition, it also produces protoplasm divides and each spore embedded inside a gelatinous matrix. Okay, that is Pamelospores you can call, and that look like an alga, namely Pamela. That is why the term Pamela stage. So when favorable condition reaches, it germinates into new chlamydomonas. Okay, so draw with the help of diagram, describe the structure of chlamydomonas, how chlamydomonas reproduces asexually. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.